to the Hunyuan Foundation's book. So, okay, thank you very much.
Yeah. So maybe just to give you like a little bit look into how we think in Hunyuan, I will do maybe like a 10 minutes, 15 minutes talk about the building blocks, and then maybe if you have questions about these specific things that I just said, I can elaborate more. Okay. And maybe today I will explain also a little bit about fertility, how it's related. But obviously in the seminar, we'll take this 10, 15 minutes and we put it on 2 days. It's like open it up. There's a lot of stuff. So, like just this patient that I spoke with just before our Zoom here, I explained to her that for us in Hunyuan, the way to get pregnant is the same as the way to get healthier, stronger, happier. So there are three things. Normally we would say, what does it take to be healthy? But it's a little tricky in Hunyuan because healthy is just one of the things. But there's three things that we need in order to be complete, fulfilled. That's what I'm saying. Not three things in order to be healthy. Healthy is just one of them. There are three things that we need in order to be complete. One is we need to be healthy, which means nothing needs to hurt. I shouldn't be too hot, too cold, no headaches, no back pain, no nausea, no diarrhea. All the symptoms that I could have in the body, if I don't have them, we say healthy, like physically healthy, which means all the systems in the body work the way they should work. That's healthy, and it's just one out of three. The second thing that we need in Hunyuan in order to be complete, complete means the strong in the best position possible. The second thing is something that we call unification ability. And the unification ability means that when I take energy from nature, like when I eat, drink, breathe, take sunlight, whatever, I need to have an ability to convert this energy from nature to become my energy. This ability to convert the energy, like I eat an apple, there's energy in the apple. I eat it, I digest it, 99% of the apple goes in the bathroom. I don't assimilate it, but a little bit of the energy, a little bit of the vitamin, minerals, whatever it is, the essence of it, I convert it, and you look at me and it looks like it's my energy. The apple is no more, and that energy that was in the apple, now it's my energy. The ability to convert that energy is what we call the unification ability. And this is also the meaning of how old we are. So the younger we are, the stronger is our unification ability. The more I eat one apple and I convert 3 ounces out of it to become, I'm just saying randomly, 3 ounces of energy. If I'm 50-year-old, I convert only 1 ounce to be my energy. And if I'm 90, only a quarter of an ounce to be my energy. At the end, I cannot convert any energy. That's why we diet. You still have stomach, you still have lungs, you have everything, but you put energy in there, you cannot convert. It does not become yours anymore. This is this concept of unification. In ancient time, in the fire spirit, this would be called submerging the dragon. The dragon is a metaphorical name for the powers of heaven, the heaven that is constantly in motion. And a living person is a physical piece of earth, like a material that you submerge the heaven in it, like you submerge life force in it. And this is called in ancient times submerging the dragon. Some of the things that I did in Hunyuan medicine over the last 20, 30 years is taking all this abstract concept and making them clear. So I call it unification. And what I explained to you before, taking the apple, converting the energy to becomes yours, for Zheng Qing'an to 150 years ago, it would call submerging the dragon. One of the things that I believe is very important is to bring this clarity. The concept, the essence remains the same. But what I did with Hunyuan, and that's what makes it Hunyuan and not fire spirit, I started to explain this vague concept in a way that makes sense, that we can actually digest and do something with. Instead of staying with the dragon in heaven, I'm just sidetracking here for a moment to explain to you how the submerging the dragon became unification. So I invented the word unification. I know some other practitioners used it later, but I never heard that before. I made this up. But the idea, I didn't make the idea. This comes from the fire spirit and originally from the Chang Han formulas like Sini Tang, life-saving formulas that the fire spirit picked up on, all had this understanding that you submerge the heaven in the body or submerged dragon. And again, this is called unification. So this is the second thing that we need, the second piece of the puzzle that we need in order to really be complete. Not only need to be healthy so nothing hurts me, I need strong unification, like to be young or as young as possible or as strong as possible. The third piece of the puzzle that I got from the Hunyuan, right? These are the teachers of fire spirit. This is where the fire spirit comes from. Is the heart harmony. So when we have the body that is healthy, everything works in the body, and we have batteries, which is the unification ability, the ability to recharge batteries. This is a description of a robot, a machine with a battery. A human being has a heart. The heart, again, is a huge topic. In our seminars, we'll touch some on it. We can't go too much into it, but I'll give you here the headlines. The heart is actually the mechanism of a human being to express him or herself. So when we are conceived, and this is where fertility becomes a very important topic, when we are conceived, there is what we call one thread of life, some heaven that goes from the parents through the sperm and the egg into the embryo, which is pure, is like holy. It goes, and then the embryo forms around it. The heart of the baby forms around it. The body of the baby forms around it. First, the heart forms around it. We'll call it the embryo heart. Then the physical heart, then the physical body, and then the baby comes out to the world. The initial heart in ancient times is called the Tao heart versus the human heart. There's a man heart and Tao heart, and also call it the inner heart and external heart. The inner heart is the first and foremost thing that create a human being. This is before we have a body. It's the ability to express heaven, the ability to be kind, to be generous, right? This is humane, the ability to be humane. That's what makes us a human and not the horse and not the dog and not the fish. The inner heart is the ability to, to look at the cat that is thirsty and feel, wow, I want to give it milk. If you think about it for a moment, and I'm sidetracking into the heart space here. If there's a thirsty cat and I'm giving the cat my milk, it doesn't make sense because I have less milk left. So it's like I'm hurting myself. Let's say I have a glass of milk and I give the glass of milk to the cat, then I don't have the milk, then I'm screwed. But the human has this impulse, like you feel it, it makes you feel whole, to give, to care, to share, to be generous, to be kind. This is what happens at the beginning, before there's body, before there are kidneys, before there's this. There's a human heart that is able to express heaven. Then we have, there's Tao heart, like the inner heart. Then the human heart forms around it, which is a tool to help us survive in nature. I need to breathe, I need to eat, I need this. This is the second layer of the heart. Then there's the body with the organs and the physicality, the muscles, the legs and things. The heart needs to be harmonious. What does it mean, needs to be harmonious? It means that it needs to be not introverted, not extroverted, not getting angry, not getting depressed, not getting too emotional. It needs to be like a clear glass, clear, that then the inner heart all of a sudden goes through it. So the reason that we have emotions like love and happiness and joy and this is that it can carry the heaven. So like if I talk to you now, I'm very far from you, but if I have a certain emotion coming, if there's heaven in it and you feel like, wow, it feels good. If I feel really, really angry, you feel like I want to take from you and it feels bad. Like on an energetic level, the heart needs to be harmonious. And just explaining what does it mean for the heart to be harmonious? It needs to be like clear glass, not tainted, not angry, not depressed, not all kind of things that come to us because the external heart feels shortage. So there are three pieces to the physical body needs physically to work just right. So I'm not nauseous, I'm not cold, I'm not hot, I'm not pain, no headache, no this. That's one. The second, I need my recharging capability, my batteries, to be as strong as possible. That will make me live as long as possible. The menopause will come as late as possible. The egg will have as much energy as possible. this is when the unification is strong. But in order for the body to be healthy and the unification strong, heart has to be harmonious, like clear glass. Not too much here, not too much there, just center, we call it. And then the heaven inside the heart can express itself. And you see a cat, you feel like helping it. You don't feel like kicking. Right. I don't know if you saw something. You feel you have an impulse. You see an animal. I mean, not you, but some people think like, what does it have? You see an animal and you want to kick it or some bad impulse. This is because the glass is tainted, feeling too much emotion, too much anger, too much depressed, too much anxiety, too much whatever. But if you see someone or something and you feel the compassion, feel the love, you feel the care, and we say the glass is clear, the heaven comes through. That's what's supposed to happen. This is the definition of a harmonious heart. When this happens, the draw of energy on the unification is at its minimum. To the contrary, the heaven inside the heart supplements the unification, and you live longer. Like when your heart is at peace and you're very generous, you start to live longer because of it. It recharges your batteries more than the bananas and the apples. And vice versa. If the heart is distracted, angry, upset, anxious, and all these things, it draws from the batteries. Stomach start getting ulcers, this, that, headaches, migraines, all the other bad symptoms come. So the whole three things, of course, they're connected. The body healthy, the unification being strong, the heart being harmonious, they're all interrelated. One person. But I'm separating it into three different pieces of the puzzle. When we have all of them, then the picture is complete. So I told the patient just before, I said, you're in luck today because for us, getting healthy, happier, stronger, these three things, and getting pregnant is one and the same route. It's not like getting pregnant, you do this, getting healthy, you do that. It's actually the same thing. So I told her, you're in luck. If you're going to learn how to be healthier, stronger, and all these things, you're also probably going to get pregnant. It's not, you don't need to do something else to get pregnant. I would just add one word related to fertility. That's the topic of the seminar, of course, is when all these three things work the best, this is when the draw on the unification is the least. This is when there's the most energy for the eggs and the sperm. This is when it's easier to get pregnant. So this is how it ties into fertility. But of course, if someone doesn't try to get pregnant and they have cancer, it's the same. It's the same thing. To get healthier, stronger, happier, helps you get pregnant, help you recover from diseases, help you live longer and happy life. So if you have any question, I mean, obviously I kind of just wrapped it up in a summary, but each one of these departments have a lot to say and to learn and to practice. So we can, any one of them, if you'd like.
Thank you. Does anyone have any questions?